Hello student, welcome to my third lecture on chapter number 3, that is basic analytical techniques. In this lecture I will explain what is the chromatography. In chromatography techniques, the chromatography is a technique used to separate components of mixture and also purify compounds. The name of these techniques comes from Greek word chroma, means color. Okay, then in 1903, Swedes discovered this technique for separating the colored compounds or color components found in plants. The principle of separation of substances in these techniques is similar to solvent extraction process. That is, distribution of the solute in two phases. In chromatography, we used to in this chromatography we use two phase of separation. First is stationary phase, second one is mobile phase. Okay, then this technique is based on the difference in rate at which components of the mixture move through the stationary phase under the influence of the mobile phases. Then first, the mixture of components is loaded at one end of the stationary phase, and then the mobile phase, which is a pure solvent or mixture of solvent, is allowed to move over the stationary phase. Then, depending on the relative affinity depending on the relative affinity of the components toward the stationary phase and mobile phase, they remain on the surface of the stationary phase or move along with the mobile phase and gradually get separated. The stationary phase can be a solid और a liquid. स्टेशनरी पे दोनों टाइप का होता है, सॉलिड और लिक्विड फेज में. Depending on the stationary phase, chromatography is classified into two types. First one is adsorption chromatography and second one is partition chromatography. Okay. Next, first type, that is adsorption chromatography. In adsorption chromatography, this type of chromatography is based on the principle of differential adsorption. Principle of differential adsorption. Different solutes are adsorbed to different extent on the stationary phase. Remember here, different solutes are adsorbed to different extent on the stationary phase. Then the adsorption chromatography of the following two types. These adsorption chromatography are simply classified into two types. First is column chromatography and second one is thin layer chromatography. First, we will explain that is column chromatography. Simple this diagram you have to observe. In column chromatography, this type involves the separation of component over a column of stationary phase. The stationary phase material can be alumina और सिलिका जेल. स्टेशनरी फेज में हम लोग अलुमिना और सिलिका जेल यूज करते हैं. A slurry of the stationary phase material is filled in a long glass tube provided with a stopcock at the bottom and glass wool plug at the lower end. Then the mixture to be separated is dissolved in a small amount of appropriate solvent and is then loaded on top of the adsorbent column. Adsorbent column. Then next continues. In chromatography, column chromatography, a suitable mobile phase, which could be a single solvent or a mixture of solvent, is then poured over the adsorbent column. The mixture then the mixture along with the mobile phase slowly move down the column. Okay, then the solute get adsorbed on the stationary phase, and depending on the degree to which they are adsorbed, the solute get separated from each other. इसकी डिग्री के हिसाब से वो एडसर्ब होता जाता है और सोल्यूट सिंपली सेपरेट होने को लगता है. ठीक है. देन द मोस्ट स्ट्रांगली एडसर्ब component is retained on the column and other move down the column to various distance, forming band as shown in figure. इस सिंपल डायग्राम में आप ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं. स्टार्टिंग में ब्लैक कलर का एक ही बैंड है, आगे जाके ब्लैक कलर, थोड़ा ग्रीन कलर है, ब्लैक कलर है और रेड कलर है, ऐसे बैंड सेपरेशन होने लगता है. ए बी सी सपोज यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. देन आगे जाके ग्रीन कलर सेपरेट हो जाता है, आगे जाके रेड कलर सेपरेट हो जाता है. ठीक है. दिस इज डिपेंड ऑन इट्स डिग्री टू विच एडसर्ब. मीन्स सिंपल जो स्ट्रांगली एडसर्बेंट है वो ऊपर रह जाता है और जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट होता है वो नीचे चला जाता है. विच आर सिंपली डिपेंड ऑन इट्स डिग्री ऑफ एडसर्बेंट. Then the component which is less strongly adsorbed is disadsorbed, means वो adsorb नहीं होता first and leave the column first, while the strongly adsorbed component is elevated later. जो strongly adsorbent होता है ऊपर रह जाता है और लेस स्ट्रांगली एब्सॉर्ब जो होता है वो नीचे चला जाता है. मीन्स जो लेस स्ट्रांगली एब्सॉर्ब वाला है वो पहले हम लोग रिमूव कर सकते हैं और इसके बाद में हम लोग जो स्ट्रांगली एब्सॉर्ब वाला कंपाउंड होता है वो सिंपली हाउ टू सेपरेट आउट. ओके. देन द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दीज कंपोनेंट्स आर कलेक्टेड सेपरेटली. इसके बाद में इसे हम लोग सेपरेटली कलेक्टेड कर सकते हैं. On the evaporating, the solvent and the solute can be recovered. Next one, second type, that is thin layer chromatography. Second type is thin layer chromatography. Simple, this diagram you have to observe. With the help of this diagram you have to easily understood what is the thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography almost 0.2 mm थिक का जो एक क्लियर प्लेट होता है ऑफ एडसर्बेंट सिलिका जेल और अल्यूमिनियम से स्प्रेड ओवर द ग्लास प्लेट. एक ग्लास का प्लेट होता है, इस ग्लास प्लेट के ऊपर अल्यूमिनियम और सिलिका जेल का लेयर हम लोग स्प्रेड करते हैं. एक्ट एज द स्टेशनरी फेज. देन द प्लेट इज कॉल्ड TLC plate, or that is thin layer chromatography plate or chromo plate. The mixture of solute is applied on the chromoplate as a small spot about 2 cm from one end of the plate as shown in figure. तो सेकेंड वाला सिंपल दिस फर्स्ट डायग्राम यू हैव टू शो दैट इज लास्ट पॉइंट पे आपको जो एक लाइन ड्रॉ करके इसके ऊपर एक स्पॉट रखा है और डॉट किया है, दैट इज 2 mm above the solvent. Then after this you have to simple this point is goes to the above side. This is that is the separation हो रहा है. सेकेंड जो डायग्राम है इसमें देखो सिंपल दैट इज पेंडिंग लाइन है, पेंडिंग लाइन सॉल्वेंट है, इसके ऊपर एक स्पॉट ऑफ मिक्सचर का बनाया है. देन थिन लेयर क्रोमेटोग्राफी प्लेट यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने डिप किया हुआ है विथ ग्लास, वॉच ग्लास ये ऊपर रख के आपको क्लोज किया है ये बीकर के अंदर. ठीक है. देन सेकंड वन व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल बाय solvent and this first is second one is distance travel by various dyes. जैसे हम लोग का जो इंटेंसिटी होता है with the help of this intensity different spot will be obtained, which is indicated by what is the distance travel by this red color, blue color and green colors. Okay, next one. Continues to thin layer chromatography you have to explain here. The plate is then placed in a closed jar containing the mobile phase such that the spot is well above the mobile phase. थोड़ा मोबाइल फेज के ऊपर वो स्पॉट इंडिकेट होता है. As the mobile phase rise of the components of the mixture move along with it, they move up to different distance depending upon their degree of absorption and thus get separated. Okay. Then if the components are colored, they appear as a separated color spot on the plate. Then if the components are not colored but have property of fluorescence, they can be visualized under UV light, or the plate can be kept in a chamber containing a few iodine crystal. इसमें रखने के बाद हम लोग को वो कलर उसका दिखाई देगा किसके अंदर, यूवी लाइट और चैम्बर में रख के, और चैम्बर में हम लोगों ने कुछ आयोडीन क्रिस्टल ऐड करने के बाद आपको उसका कलर सेपरेट दिखाई देगा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन. द आयोडीन वेपर्स आर एब्सॉर्ब बाय द कंपोनेंट एंड द स्पॉट अपीयर ब्राउन. जैसे हम लोगों ने आयोडीन क्रिस्टल ऐड किया तो इसके बाद उसका जो स्पॉट होगा वो ब्राउन कलर का हो जाएगा. ठीक है. अमीनो एसिड आर visualized by spraying the plate with a solution of ninhydrin. This is known as spraying agent. Okay. Next one is partition chromatography, that is second type of chromatography. In partition chromatography, in this type of chromatography, the stationary phase and mobile phase both are liquid. Okay. You have to memorize. इसमें जो मोबाइल फेज स्टेशनरी फेज होता है वो दोनों लिक्विड फॉर्म में होता है. सेपरेशन ऑफ कंपोनेंट्स टेक्स प्लेस बाय कंटिन्यूस डिफरेंशियल partition of the components between the stationary phase and mobile phases. For example, paper chromatography. In this technique, a special quality paper, that is Whatman paper number 1 is used. The water trap in the fibers of the paper act as a stationary phase, and the solution of the mixture is spotted on the strip of the chromatography paper at the about 2 cm from one end of the paper using glass capillary. Simple this diagram you have to observe, that is glass capillary. In between 3 papers you have to dip inside the solvent, and there is 2 cm above this one spot is created. दिस वे जैसे हम लोग इसमें डिप करने के बाद उसका जो इंटेंसिटी होता है इसका और डिग्री ऑफ इंटेंसिटी होता है, इससे उसका डिफरेंट स्पॉट विल बी एब्सॉर्ब बाय फाइबर्स ऑफ पेपर. दिस एक्ट एज अ स्टेशनरी फेज. ठीक है. देन नेक्स्ट, द पेपर इज देन सस्पेंडेड इन अ चैम्बर containing the mobile phase, taking care that the spot does not dip. जैसे वो हम लोग पेपर सॉल्वेंट के अंदर डिप करेंगे तो जो आप लोग स्पॉट बनाते हो वो सॉल्वेंट के अंदर डिप नहीं होना चाहिए. डज नॉट डिप इन द मोबाइल पेज एज शोन इन फिगर. ओके, next one continues to you have to discuss, that is paper chromatography. In next point, that is mobile phase rise of by capillary action and flows over the spot. Partitioning the component takes place between stationary phase, that is water, and the mobile phase. Different solutes are written differently on the paper depending on their selective partitioning between the two phases. This developed on the paper strip is a chromatogram. Okay, similar to thin layer chromatography. The colored components are visible as color spot, and the colorless components are observed under the UV light or using a spraying agent. That's okay. Next one, that is last point of this chapter, retention factor. What is the retention factor? Simple one, migration of the solute relative to the solvent from on the front gives an idea about the relative retention of the solute on the stationary phase. This is termed as the RF of the solute. These are represented by RF is equal to distance traveled by solute from the baseline upon distance traveled by solvent from the baseline. Simple, this diagram you have to observe. In this diagram, that is the, from one example is given out, this from this baseline to this above, that is solvent travels by distance, and that is from this line to 22 or 2.2 centimeter, that is the distance traveled by solute. You have to simply calculate by RF value, that is suppose 22 upon 40 mm is equal to 0.55 units, that is the distance traveled by. You have to simply any components or any example you have to give on, then you have to easily calculate by RF value of the different components. Okay, then lastly this chapter here I will completed. The chapter is end. Thank you. Okay.